up, all you fashionable folks, to another episode of Fashionably 5. First up, we have Dr. B, psychologist and noted author. I had to Skype her into the show because I wanted her take on fashion and the psychology behind it. We have friend to the show, and you know I love the stylist, Angelique Hunter, fellow Philadelphian. I had to pull her in because I wanted her take on accessorizing and some of the trends. So don't go anywhere. Why? Because we have to talk some fashion. First, Dr. B, I'd like to welcome you to the show, and congratulations to your new edition.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on your show. My new edition is right in the other room, so if you hear a cry, you'll know what it is.
Fantastic. So, I had the opportunity to read your book. Excellent read, by the way. But something you said in there stood out for me. You said, what the person is wearing is what we initially see, and we process this information to make judgments about the wearer. So, as a psychologist, would you mind just breaking that down a little bit more for our viewers?
Sure. So, first and foremost, we look at kind of nonverbal cues from others to understand what they are and to make sense of who we are in relation to them. And one of the easiest ways we can do that is through our fashion. And there are different parts of the types of dress, and we can often make associations based on what a person's wearing. So, for instance, these are just kind of snap judgments, and it's how the brain works most easily and quickly. If you look at someone who's preppy, you would say, oh, preppy means this. And this might mean X, Y, and Z about a person. Now, it's probably not true, or maybe it is, but this is the easiest way our brain can kind of make snap judgments and assess who and what we're seeing in front of us.
Next up, we have great friend to the show, Fashionably 5, and accessories correspondent, fashion stylist, Angelique Hunter. So let's talk about accessorizing and accessories and the trends and the colors. Let's jump right into it.
Well, Charles, I'm loving what we're seeing in summer, spring 13. I'm really liking the comeback of the pastels, but this time they're a little bit more sweeter. We see a lot of baby pinks, baby blues, the mint green, the white, and those pops of orange and yellow. You can do them very subtly, like in an accessory or trim, a minimal bag, or you can get them bold, like in a sweater or your pants. I mean, the color stories are amazing.
Absolutely. And gentlemen, don't forget that when she's talking pastels, you can do the pocket squares, the ties. You can walk right along with it. Your socks also, so don't forget you too.
Yes, the Oxfords, they're revamped and they're amazing.
What do you think is the biggest mistake most women make when it comes to accessorizing?
I think over-accessorizing is not necessary.
Absolutely.
We definitely need to just keep it simple. If you're gonna
Minimalism. It's okay. If you believe, I tell everyone this. If you think it's too much, 9 times out of 10,
it's too much.
It's too much, yes.
Definitely want to keep it simple.
I love it. You're very talented.
Thank you.
And I'd like to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
But before we leave, you have to give them a tip.
Well, I would definitely give some young stylists, because that's my expertise, but I would definitely give the young stylists out there to learn as much as you can learn. Pick up a book, pick up a fashion history book, learn as much about fashion history as you possibly can. Learn about all the designers. Know where
periods.
Time periods. Learn about who are your cultivators and your leaders in fashion history, because I feel like without knowing those things, you cannot converse well with other people in the fashion world.
Unfortunately, we have to go. But before we leave, I had to say thank you to Dr. B. Appreciate you coming to the show, and you have to promise you'll come back. We'd like to know more about psychology and fashion. I'd like to say thanks to Angelique Hunter, wardrobe stylist, just like yours truly. Thanks for coming to our show, and our accessories correspondent. Last but not least, I'd just like to thank everyone for watching the show. This was Fashion 5, the world of fashion.